When a self-created crisis or a scandal emerges, change the subject, even if the new headline is less than flattering. It just reminded us that under this president, patriotism doesn't apply at all.
And on the 136th day of his presidency, the wheels came off the Trump crazy train. Donald Trump was humiliated once again today in the Oval Office on the world stage, sitting in exactly the same humiliation chair where he has been repeatedly humiliated by visiting heads of state from Europe. Today, it was the German chancellor's turn to sit beside Donald Trump and humiliate him, but that got overshadowed by someone who was not even in the room today. Donald Trump became the first president in history to get humiliated by two people at the same time, with one of them not even being in the room. The richest person in the world, who Donald Trump now claims he fired last week, was live tweeting Donald Trump's stupidity festival in the Oval Office, saying, among other things, Donald Trump should be impeached. Donald Trump is by far the stupidest person any European head of state has ever had to meet.
But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars, and it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have all. We want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, he became a little bit different, and I can understand that. But he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody, and he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape, he said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next.
Oh, God, I'm enjoying this bag of rats, Dana. Musk escalates mega bill attacks. Trump is reportedly furious.
Yep.
I love it.
Fight, fight, fight. Big bag of rats.
Who would have ever thought this would happen? Who would have ever thought Musk would be unpredictable?
Or Trump.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
come on. 5 years ago, he was an LGBTQ ally, and now he's like one of the worst people on the planet.
Yeah, it's he ramped up his attacks on Trump's massive tax and spending bill, even as the president was reportedly furious. Makes me so happy. He called the bill a disgusting abomination. He said in November next year, we fire all the politicians who betrayed the American people, suggesting Republican politicians should be kicked out of Congress at the midterms. Okay, full circle. We're back in agreement. Yes. Republicans are
God,
awful.
this from a guy
Thank
who
you.
rolls more than Snoop Dogg, and now he's talking about policy.
Yes, reportedly behind the scenes, Trump is livid. Brian Kilmeade said, I think the Elon Musk thing caught the president by surprise, and I hear he's furious. Yay!
And he can't do anything about him because he's beholden to Elon Musk for keeping him out of prison. It's my new favorite song.
Yay, I love it. Okay. Blue Sky, if someone isn't parking a taco food truck outside the White House, what are we even doing with this stupid timeline? And they did it. You know why? Because you are Dana Goldberg, social media influencer, which is why Gay of the Day has gone through the roof just in the moments we mentioned it.
That's right. On this show. And you did. Those people, you really did. We got a bunch of followers during the break on Instagram.
Nice.
So I'm super happy, and I appreciate you all very much.
Those people need to share your posts as well.
Yeah,
please.
Share the posts.
But I was laughing
You're
because you said that, and I'm like, and they did it. Democrats did it.
Yeah.
They did the taco truck.
They did the taco truck, yeah.
Go.
I love it. I mean, they have to. We've got to listen. If we can do anything during this ridiculous timeline, is to troll him as much as possible and find some joy in these moments, and we have to.
Yeah.
And you know, it gets under his very thin skin. That's the thing. He cares about this stuff.
Yeah.
Most other people wouldn't. They would brush it off. It bothers him. It bothers him. So let's continue to bother him.
Yeah. No, I have said his level of anger is just directly proportional to my level of happiness. You know, what do they call it? The happiness set point? My happiness. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, also in the bag of rats, Marjorie Taylor Greene sided with Elon Musk, just if you want to know which rat's on which side.
Okay.
She sided with Elon Musk saying, I agree with him. She said, I ran in 2020 because I was angry at Republicans, so I fully understand what Elon is saying, and, I agree with him to a certain extent. Oh, yes. Fight, fight, fight. Yes. Thank you. He agrees with Lux. Vote all the Republicans out. Republicans bad.
She's also ridiculous because she's like, I didn't know there was anything about AI in the bill.
I didn't read
sorry,
it.
It's your job to read it. And otherwise you have staffers and it's their job to read the bill.
Yeah. It's really extraordinary. And we were saying, Dana, that, while they keep up this storyline, Biden bashing Democrats, Democrats not a win, what's a Democrat? We won another huge one in South Carolina, to your point before the break.
Massive.
Landslide.
Kamala won that district by 1 point. This guy won his election by 40 points.
Right.
Yeah. So
huge.
This is why I want to get your take on the Kareem Jean-Pierre book. We were saying,
oh boy,
we never thought, we're having Joe Walsh on tomorrow. I never thought I would live in a timeline where I agree with Joe Walsh and not Kareem Jean-Pierre.
By the way, I knew this a long time ago. I have some personal information on her that I'm not allowed to say on the radio.
Yeah.
I'm glad that this is coming out, and I hope they see her for what It's I think it's ridiculous that it's all for attention and the book and all of this other stuff. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I am. Officially, we've had her on this show. She's obviously an African American LGBTQ person. That
she has done some wonderful things and broke some glass ceilings.
Yeah. I mean, people are quoted in this article on it. Everyone thinks this is a grift, said one former official. She made a joke about being an independent last year, and now it's a book. All ideas are monetary, even the dumb ones, said that official. Two other colleagues said she had been hoping her appearances on The View would lead to a co-hosting thing, and when that didn't come to fruition, one operative who worked with her said the sudden change feels like the most grifty thing I've seen in a long time, and that's saying something in Washington. I mean, we are in a constitutional crisis. We are facing fascism, Dana. It is just exactly the wrong time to leave the Democratic, the only party that can stop it.
Well, also to drop a book to trash the last administration. I'm really tired of this. I mean, I am. The timing of it, all of that. So, like I said, she's done some incredible things. I just have a really hard time supporting decisions like this when they're just self-aggrandizing.
Well, some people feel like, it's another Biden bashing book, but then other people are saying, no, she's saying she's leaving because of the way the party treated Biden. But either way, Dana.
Okay. If I misspoke there, my apologies. I haven't actually read the book.
Nobody has.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Nobody has.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sick of all of it. I'm sick of the Biden bashing, sick of the Democratic Party bashing. We have one chance to take back the country that you and I both recognize. And
absolutely. And listen, I don't think that the Biden bashing by the left, if that's what you want to call it, is a reason to leave the party. That's when the party falls apart. If you believe in the Democratic Party, stay inside and fix it from the inside out.
Yeah.
That's the feeling on it. If you really want this party to be successful, you want to break the old institutions so that they work for the general public and for your ideals in this country, then stay and fix it from the inside.